Good morning all. In yesterday's class, we learned that how Blinda and Ink, Blink and Mustard made fun of Custard who was the dragon, and how they laughed at it and how they mocked at it. And at the end, in the stanza number 8, we learned that how an unwanted guest entered into the house. Do you remember who was that unwanted guest? He was the pirate who entered into the house from the window, having the pistol in his both the hands and have a sword in his mouth, who was having one leg of wood and his beard was black in color. Today's explanation, I am going to start from stanza number 9. Blinda paled and she cried, "Help, help!" But Mustard fled with the terrified yelp. Ink trickled down to the bottom of the household, and the little mouse blinked strategically household. Here, Blinda paled. Paled means became pale due to fear. As when pirate he entered into the house, Blinda, she became pale with the fear and she was crying for the help. And all her brave pets, as we learned in the stanza number 4, that all the pets other than dragon, all were very brave. Now see what was the condition of them. All the brave pets could not help her, and everyone fled away from there. Mustard, who was the dog, it made a huge cry and ran away. Ink, it silently went to the bottom of the house, and the Blink, it was very smartly he disappeared in a mouse hole, leaving Blinda all alone in front of the pirate. And their bravery could not do them any good, means there was no use of their bravery, as they were very happy with their bravery and they were showing their courage in front of the dragon and all. But now this was the actual time when they have to show their bravery. They all fled away from there. In next stanza, but up jumped Custard, snorting like an engine, clashed his tail like irons in the danguins, with the clatter and the clank and the jangling scream. He went at the pirate like a robin at a worm. Here, snorting means huge sound, and clashed means strike, and the danguins, these are the danguins means underground prisons which we can see in the movies and all. So here, when everyone fled away from that place, it was the coward dragon who was called Coward. That was the only dragon who came to rescue and fought with the pirate bravely. He jumped in front of the pirate and made large noise through his nose like an engine, and which was indicating his anger. He started to move his tail and it made clattering sound. Clattering sound means it is a sound like an iron rod striking on the walls of the prison in a danguins. So with all these, danguins means like takhana you can say. So with all these dangerous sounds, he followed the pirate like a robin follows a worm to eat it. As robin is a bird which follows the worm to eat it, in the same way that dragon was following the pirate. He was behaving like that robin who was going to attack on that worm. Now let's see that what was the reaction of the pirate. The pirate gaped at Blinda's dragon and gulped some grog from his pocket flagon. He fired 2 bullets, but they didn't hit, and Custard gobbled him every bit. Here, gapped means watch. The Custard, it was shocked the pirate, and he took a good look at him, means now he was very much afraid, means that pirate was afraid by looking at the dragon, that he took out a wine bottle from his pocket and he drank some wine from it. After that, the pirate then took out his pistol and fired 2 bullets at the Custard, but he failed to hit him, and Custard remained unharmed. Then Custard, it swallowed the whole of the pirate without leaving any trace of him. Means now the pirate was killed by that dragon. It was eaten by that dragon. That only coward dragon which we are learning from 2 days, that the dragon was very coward. But actually it was the who saved Blinda from that pirate. Then in next stanza, let's see that what was the reaction of the Blinda and the other pets after the deed of the dragon. Blinda embraced him, Mustard licked him, no one mourned for his pirate victim. Ink and Blink in glee did gyrate around the dragon that ate the pirate. Here embrace means to hug, and licked means to touch with tongue, that we all know. And that after the custard ate the pirate, everybody was surprised and they were very happy. They were enjoying that moment that they were saved, and they expressed their joy in the way how they expressed their joy. Blinda, she hugged him to express gratitude for saving everyone. Mustard, it licked the dragon, as that's how a dog show its love for someone, that we all know how the dog shows its love. Everyone celebrated the death of the pirate and there was no grief. Ink and Blink, those tiny creatures, they were dancing around the dragon out of happiness. This stanza, glee means happiness and gyrate means circular movement, means they were taking rounds, they were dancing around the dragon. Then in the last stanza, but presently up spoke little dog Mustard, I would have been twice as brave if I hadn't been flustered. And up spoke Ink and up spoke Blink, we would have been 3 times as brave, we think. And Custard said, I quite agree that everybody is braver than me. In this stanza, we can see that how Ink, Blink and Mustard, they are appreciating themselves. After seeing the scene of the pirate, after the pirate's incident, it is very clear that who was coward and who was brave. But still, in this stanza, see how dog Mustard is saying that it was twice braver than the coward, and it was giving the excuses for his cowardice, and said that he would have been twice as brave as Custard if he had not got nervous. And when the pirate came, means when the pirate came, he had become nervous, and that's why he was not able to attack on the pirate. Then Ink and Blink, they said that they would have been thrice as brave as the dragon. Means although at that time they hid themselves, but still they are saying that they are thrice times brave from the dragon. Then they could not believe that Custard, the coward dragon, had done such a heroic act, and so they started giving excuses for running away. So the humble dragon, means the dragon who was very humble and very simple. Very simply, he accepted that he was the most coward and everyone was braver than him. Although we are knowing that who was the brave and who was the coward. Here we can see that how the dragon surprised everyone with his heroic act of killing a pirate who had come to Blinda's house. So through this very simple poem, the poet wants to give us a message that never judge a book by its cover. Dragon, who is generally meek and coward, shows his bravery at the right moment and saves everyone from the pirate. Thank you.